sun shining, time to rise and grind. Coffee brewing, Rich Rockwell's on my mind. Mics are hot, got that energy flowing. DJ in the booth and the laughter keeps growing. Wrestling announcer spitting lines so quick, like with a football game. And he's a play-by-play slick. Torch in his hand, now he's running the show. Funny man vibes, got that endless flow. Guests lined up, bring them one by one. From the ring to the field, oh, this day's just begun. Rich Rockwell, the morning vibe, feel that beat. With the whole world tuning in, let the laughter compete. Football plays, wrestling tales, it's all about the zest. This show is for the people, man, we're bringing our best. Yeah, I step up bringing our best. So, we're bringing our best. So, we're bringing our best. Yeah. From local legends to stars on the rise. Every week a new voice, endless surprise. Rich keeps it rolling like a perfect pass. Jokes on deck, no worries, just laugh it off fast. Rolling through topics, touch on culture and more. Life's a ring, man, we're ready to score. Got fans in the stands, hear them shout and cheer. Rich hooks us close like a friend always near. Rich Rockwell, the morning vibe, feel that beat. With the whole world tuning in, let the laughter compete. Football plays, wrestling tales, it's all about the zest. This show is for the people, man, we're bringing our best. So come on in, it's a party, no regrets. From the mat to the mic, here's the freshest sense. Rich is your guide in this audio race. With laughter and wisdom, it's the ultimate space. So what's next on our list? Bring the fun, don't you fret. With our DJ Rich Rockwell and Terrio, don't miss a beat. Each episode's a journey where we laugh and we cheer. So strap in tight, folks, the show's pumped up here. Rich Rockwell, the morning vibe, feel that beat. With the whole world tuning in, let the laughter compete. Football plays, wrestling tales, it's all about the zest. This show is for the people, man, we're bringing out there. Yeah, man, we're bringing out there. Yeah, man, we're bringing out there. Yeah, I said we're bringing out there. Why?
Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing this morning? Happy Monday morning and welcome to the Rich and the People podcast. Where's it coming from? Where's the music coming from? Is it on your phone over there? Man, what are you, brand new to this?
Man, you know what? Do not even go there, bro.
He's out of the studio for a couple weeks. He comes back. He doesn't even know how to, doesn't know the studio etiquette and everything. I'm telling you, man.
Stop, bro.
How are you doing, man? It's been a minute since we've seen you in studio.
Well, look, I literally passed some type of life cycle.
Yeah.
The circle of life. I went to the circle of life. I went down Sunday after the event we went to, and I was down for a whole week. You guys know I missed y'all. It was just, wow. For the whole fact I'm back now.
Right.
And you see I'm back in style, right?
I see you got the glasses back.
You know why?
We got a new board, by the way, too, so you got to be right up on that mic.
Like this?
Yeah, there you go.
Like sweaty balls?
Hey now. It's 8 o'clock in the morning on Monday, man.
What
are you talking
I'm sorry.
about? Sweaty, yeah.
That is one of my favorite Saturday Night Live skits. If you've not seen it, the sweaty thing, So, but no, I'm in full effect. Do you want to know why I'm wearing these glasses?
What's up?
Okay, so for anybody who knows what I do outside of podcasting, I am a very, very successful wrestling manager.
Right.
And as of this weekend, in MCW, Osceola, Osceola, I had the greatest night of all time. I went in, I sat back on the commentary booth with cornbread, and I literally got to watch as Black Diamond Enterprises expanded.
Nice.
Yes, we added
That is awesome, man.
Bro, the group is for real. Like I said, I never go into this, but for one moment, I need a second. March 7th, Judge Sonia, Natural State Wrestling, me, myself, Mac Mans, the CFO of Black Diamond Enterprises will be in the house. Not only will I be in the house, but I will have every one of my new recruits. That's right, Black Diamond has expanded. I will have the Juggernaut Kirib. I will have the first general and the Natural State Wrestling Black Diamond World Heavyweight Champion, Buick Bishop. I will have the new man of the game, Xavier Williams, and the young GOAT. That's right, the upcoming star, the whole new prodigy of the game, Aries Clark. We will come in, Judge Sonia, on the 7th. We will come in, we will leave the same way as we walk in. That is commissioner and owner of Natural State Wrestling. And my motto goes one way, simple, sleazy. We beat them all down and let the EMTs sort them out. Keep your head in the swivel, clown.
Oof. Words coming early, man. You might need some backup up there and some security. If you do, well, there's one person that's joining us today, and I do want to point him out. Thank you so much for joining us. It is Larry Benke, correct?
That's correct.
Larry Benke, he's currently running for Lonoke County Sheriff.
Yep.
So thank you so much for joining us today, man.
All right. I think I might need to talk to him after the show.
Yeah.
We're successful.
All right.
I think I got another job for him.
There you go, man. Sounds good. See, that's what we're doing already, hooking it up.
Well, sorry, y'all. I had to get that out the way so I can go back to being my regular self. That was something that's been antagonizing me because he has, but you don't know, sir, is that guy has actually hit our podcast and talked mess to me on air.
He has.
Okay.
He has.
Okay.
So I had to get that out the way, but I'm happy to be back, you guys. I can't wait. It has been such a journey. But I'll tell you right now, this year, for Rich and the People, is a big year. We got a lot of stuff coming up,
Yes,
Rich,
we do.
man. So let's get them up and rolling. What you got today, man?
Well, let's go ahead and get it started. And everybody, we are going to be talking with Larry here in a little bit, give you a chance to get to know him a little bit more, especially for those residents in Lonoke County. So hopefully they'll be tuning in and firing off with any questions. Now, while we here at Rich and the People are not necessarily a political show, so we don't give any candidates endorsements or really get into the politics side of it, we definitely want to give you an opportunity, and for because you are running on the independent ticket.
That's correct.
And so we know, that can kind of provide a little bit of a hill for you to climb.
Yep.
So this is a great opportunity for listeners to kind of get to know you on a personal level at least.
Awesome.
So
Thanks, Rich.
We'll definitely dive into that. Let's say good morning to everybody tuning in. What's up, little doggy? What's up, D. Murph? How you doing? He said I fixed my name finally. I believe that's David Murphy.
Yeah.
Brad Elkins says good morning. He says badass Charlie horse woke him up today. Little dog.
Hey, congratulations, Brad. I just see that he just got married. Congratulations, bro.
Yes.
Much love.
We were about to mention that. Congratulations. Bundy says, is the Bundy board no more? Yeah, no, the Bundy board it's still around. It'll still be used probably when we go live on our wrestling events.
Yes.
But over the weekend, of course, Taxmas hit. And Taxmas for me meant lots of improvements to the podcast studio. So we have gotten a new audio board, the same one that we used to use at the studio in Little Rock. And then we got some new lights and things around here, and a few more things that I still need to put up around the studio. Cool. So it'll be cool. But yeah, man, thank you all for joining us. What up, T-Mac? How you doing? Tactical Turkey says sound is crazy good. Rich doesn't even sound like Rich. Yeah, it's dude, I'm liking it. This is you. We went from it's podcasting,
yeah.
So we went from this little board where we kind of sounded like we were talking in a shoebox and lots of natural echo to now a professional sounding board.
Yeah,
so.
my wife and I, we were in a band, and when we upgraded to a new digital system, it was completely
different, isn't it? Yeah, completely different sound.
Well, the cool thing is it's like, and me and Rich were telling people, like, we've both been doing this podcasting thing for a while.
Right.
And so, like, when you make the upgrades, like, you can tell, like, even with ours, the two bald guys, we first started, it was horrible. It was horrible. We had so many, but not even that, it's like, you can tell, and I just appreciate it. Also, I would be remiss if I didn't give a shout out, because all this first started with the Mike Smoked Salt Seasoning Cam. So I'll be honest, like, yeah, that little doggy, that kind of started the progression of what we got going now. So I want to give love to him, bro, because he
absolutely.
He's a great sponsor.
Huge thank you to Mike Woodall with Mike Smoked Salt Seasoning. In fact, you'll see his picture right up there down in the bottom right-hand corner for Mike's Smoked Salt Seasoning. You can find that on Etsy. Man, if you haven't tried that yet, we've got some actually right here.
Okay.
He's got 3 different kinds. Check it out, man. It can go on everything, and it is delicious.
It's about that time. Excuse me. Are you having a problem at your grill? Does your wife say your meat doesn't taste right like it used to? Well, it's time to put a little je ne sais quoi, a little something special on that meat. When you have a problem with your meat not tasting right and your wife said it's not tender anymore, you go get Mike's Smoked Salt Seasoning. Mike's Smoked Salt Seasoning comes in 3 special flavors. My favorite is the chili lime. It tastes great on everything. Mike's Smoked Salt Seasoning, now at Etsy.
You got it. There you go. Mia, good morning. Also, let's see here. Where was it? D. Murph said, speaking of wrestling, my kids are wanting to go to an event, so March 7th in Judsonia.
Yes, also, do not forget, I am the general manager and spokesperson for Action Pack Sports. We have a big event March the 14th at Sylvan Hills. You guys, if you have not been to one of these shows, I mean, we literally pack in I want to say 300 to 800 people, and that's me being
dude, those events are packed.
You got to get there. Tickets at $15 now. Get with me if you need them, or get with Rich, $20 at the door. APS, there's a lot of good wrestling coming up. We'll discuss that later because we want to get into this news. But you guys come on out. It's a lot of good shows coming up.
Absolutely. Well, let's go ahead and get into some news you can use. And Larry, if you would like, man, we kind of add our own, commentary spin on the story. So feel free to hop in wherever you'd like. All right.
Okay.
All right.
I may have a new profession here. All right.
Let's see. So, recent study just came out. If you can't believe it, women are actually in more chronic pain than men. A new study found one reason why men's pain may go away faster than women's. The study published Friday in the journal Science Immunology suggests higher testosterone levels provide men with a better mechanism for shutting off pain. The findings apply to persistent pain after surgery or a physical trauma. It's well documented that doctors often dismiss women's prolonged pain as exaggerated or dramatic, sometimes even as anxiety. Ann Gregus, an assistant professor at Virginia Tech, who researches ways to treat chronic pain, said women need to be taken seriously. A lot of women are taught to hide their pain because then, if they don't, people will perceive that they can't do their jobs, that they can't take care of their families. Okay, that's where
I don't know, because I think men are taught to hide their pain.
That's what I was kind of thinking.
Look, bro, I was about to say that. No bull. It's like, okay, if my wife has a situation where she was working and she got in pain, and she's at work like, oh, just go home, girl. When you're a guy, it's like, okay, suck it up, buttercup.
Right.
Yeah, here's your combat straw. Suck it up.
You got a job to do. Get your ass there and get that job done.
I'm telling you, every time, I remember being a kid and falling. Shoot, I broke when I broke my radius bone in my right wrist, I had a friend, long story. But I broke it, and of course, I was crying, and, I'm young, like, this is 6, 7 years old. And my dad's sitting there in the living room going, you're fine, I'll give you something to cry about if you want,
Rub some dirt on it.
Yeah, you're fine, walk it off. And probably about 2 hours later, my mom was finally like, he doesn't seem to be letting up. Let's take him to the hospital. And found out I had a broken wrist. He, of course, felt horrible afterwards. And he's like, but
don't worry about it. Hey, he drunk a gallon of Mountain Dew. That's how they fixed it.
Right.
He all right. He took some battery acid. He okay. He all right.
I don't know. Are either of you Catholic? I'm not, but no.
I'm Catholic light. I'm Methodist.
Okay, all right. Yeah. Got it. Well, it is the season of Lent upon us, as it's just started. And apparently, for those that are celebrating Lent, alligator is considered seafood and has been marked fine to eat during Lent. No, not lint in your pocket, Lent.
It is Lent season. I'm broke. It is Lent season. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
No, it's get better detergent season for you, man. Good news for Catholics, though, who abstain from beef, chicken, and pork during Lent. The church regards alligator as seafood. Former New Orleans Archbishop Gregory Amen wrote a letter in 2010 to the owner of a Louisiana gator ranch clarifying the question. However, the 16-year-old letter still makes the rounds this time of year as Catholics skip meat and poultry on Friday during Lent in favor of fish and other seafood that now includes alligators. So, man, you're celebrating Lent. It seems like you're trying to figure out ways to get around it just a little bit.
Wait, hold on. So not only are we not celebrating being broke, but I can't eat no chicken, beef, or turkey on that day?
Right.
Oh, wait. Okay, you got to.
All the turkeys are safe, at least
okay,
for one.
Now,
for the season, yeah.
Well, actually, we're not going to go there because they militialize and they get together to do things to people, That's what, Tactical Turkey, he'll tell you about that all day. But The fact that, I mean, no, honestly, seriously, I never knew, no bull, I knew that we ate fish. But this is the honest truth. I never knew that was the rules of Lent.
Right.
I'm being serious. That's the first I've ever heard of that.
Yeah, that's it. Tyler Burnside says if he goes to the Judsonia event, Ontario might get me from choosing turkey as the smoked salt ad.
Oh, no. Peep game, come to the event. During that time, I'm not going to be Ontario. I will be Mac Mans, and he's a whole lot worse. So, yes, I will, excuse me, can we cuss? Yeah. Yes, I will beat your ass for choosing turkey that night. So, yeah, just let you know ahead of time. Just keep your head on the swivel, sir. Yeah, but I never knew, seriously, like, because, you know, when you do religion, in college, I took religious studies. And
right.
You learn everything. I never knew this, and this is crazy. They just assume you know this during Lent.
Yeah.
No, seriously, they do. It's like, because it's been going on so long, I never knew that. I'm be honest.
I learned about it when I was working at Wendy's as a teenager. And all of a sudden,
Fish sandwich.
the fish sandwich came on the menu.
So
and
question.
finally I asked, I was like, why do we only come out with the fish sandwich during this time? And why is it so freaking popular? I'm tired of people ordering it.
40 days of fish.
And they were like, it's Lent.
I'm going to ask you guys an actual question, though. So is fish considered a divinity food? Think about that. In the biblical terms,
Right.
He fed them with the loaves and fish. So I'm assuming it's like a divinity food, which meaning by the word divinity, it's something like a spiritual, holy meaning behind it. And I didn't think about that. So now, like a lot of the things you see on people's cars, it's the fish.
Right. I guess so. Yeah, because
cool.
isn't there a story about he took a fish and fed like 40 people?
Yeah,
and all
the
that?
fish and the loaves.
Yeah.
So
I think it's awesome. Some type of a divinity symbol. All right, let's see here. What else we got going on? Man, if you're a fan of old cartoons, or you're like me or Ontario, forgive me, you're an officer. Cover your ears here. I'm kidding.
Hey, I'm a retired officer right now.
Okay, all right, retired. All right, so he can't arrest you.
No current arrest powers other than what you have.
You can go ahead and spark up that blunt now, man. You're good. No.
As long as you have a card, you're in your home.
Right,
You're good, right?
exactly.
Citizens arrest, he can still do those stuff.
Right. Citizens arrest. Tubi scores a treasure trove of cartoons to stream.
Yes.
Tubi is adding tons of cartoons to its platform, and this is something that interests me, man, because these are cartoons from like our days.
Oh, yeah. Tubi's good.
yeah.
Tubi's got all kinds of good stuff.
Absolutely. It says the streaming service announced its acquisition of hundreds of cartoons coming to the platform, saying my cartoon era starts March 1st. Most of the lineup includes older Cartoon Network shows, but also Warner Brothers cartoons such as Animaniacs, and classics from the 1970s will also be added. This move comes after Cartoon Network's license agreement ended with HBO Max.
Okay, also, here's what they're doing, too. They got that slick. Now, you notice they said it's my cartoons, right?
Right.
Well, if anybody noticed, this game is so hilarious how they do this, how they compete with each other. If you guys heard of Me TV.
Okay. Yeah.
That's the old school TV.
Oh, yeah.
That brings I watch all the time. You get
Got like Andy Griffith and
Dick Van Dyke. You get like Marge. You get all that stuff on there.
Bonanza.
Check it out. So,
Joe.
what they did was they came out with a cartoon channel called Me Cartoons. And they added it to their Me TV. You can get this actual channel on your regular TV.
Okay.
So what happened was they were usurping Cartoon Network by bringing all the old cartoons in. Well, Tubi decided, well, hold on, wait a minute. Cartoon Network lost their license. We're going to get on the game, too. And since Tubi is a free platform that's basically being paid for, they make their money elsewhere. So what they did was they decided to get into the game, and now they have My Cartoons. So you have Me Cartoons and My Cartoons, which is so funny. I thought when I seen this story, was like, really, you guys can let anybody have anything? You have to get your ass in the game.
Right.
Yeah.
It's now the Me Cartoon, or My Cartoon.
Yeah.
There you
But
go.
that's going to be kind of awesome. Tubi, I'll be honest, I don't pay for many stream services anymore. Why? When I get Tubi, I have Pluto. There's a lot of these streaming services now that are actually they're catering to the constituents.
Right.
There you go.
Yeah. So if you don't have a lot of money in this budget area where money is hard to come by,
Right.
you're actually able to get these products and watch TV. Because I remember when TV used to go off.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it'd be at night. The flag starts waving.
Yeah.
The jet flies across. Yeah.
Yeah.
You get this, and then Granny says, "Get your butt in bed.
Yep.
Nothing good happens after midnight."
And Yeah, I'll be honest, and it was kind of boring. You had the person in the rug, but then Whitney Houston, they start using that one Whitney Houston. I was like, oh shit, it's time to go to bed. But you was happy to go to bed, like, go ahead, Whitney, I'm going to bed. Yeah, but I remember TV would go off. My kids, they don't know that era. Right. I was like, dude, yeah.
Bundy says car full of Catholic priests gets pulled over. Police walks up and says, we're looking for a group of child molesters. Priests all look at each other and say, we'll do it.
Oh my God.
That's horrible.
Bundy!
That's horrible, Bundy.
Was that Bundy?
That was Bundy. Look, we even got this back. Hang on.
Yes.
Hey, speaking about cartoons, though, man, you know, and especially as we were mentioning earlier, after you've used the benefits of that little card that you might have in your wallet and you're watching those cartoons, well, next thing's going to happen, munchies.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, just in luck with the new cartoons, Oreo is dropping a Stuff of Doom cookie. Oreo joining forces with Marvel for a new cookie. The new Marvel Stuff of Doom cookies feature a chocolate graham, toasted marshmallow cream, and color-changing filling.
Bro.
The black cream turns green on your tongue.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on. Wait. You already know I'm going there.
No.
You know I'm going there.
I'm
You know
going
going
traditional.
there. You know I'm going there.
Says the Oreos are also stamped with Dr. Doom's mask. Pre-orders start today on Oreo's website and are rolling out nationwide for a limited time around March 2nd.
What happened to just a damn regular cookie? What is wrong with regular ass cookies? What is wrong with regular cookies? Seriously?
I mean, sounds kind of cool, man.
And then
the cream changes colors.
Yeah, I'm in my feelings because it changes from black to green. We're not gonna go with that crap. Leave that alone right now today. 'Cause you know how I get down. I'm not messing with that. But the fact,
In 5 years, they're going to have to come out for a shot to counteract whatever's in that cookie.
Did you eat Oreo's Doom stuffed cookies?
Do not take this injection if
Right.
if you're allergic.
You might be eligible for compensation.
Hey, I was about to say, hey, check. No, they're gonna be at the bottom. I was like, did you eat the Oreo Doom stuff cookies back in 2026? Well, now we have a lawsuit going on. Pharmaceuticals are waiting by. Also, eating Doom stuff cookies can give you diabetes, arthritis, verbal squirts, dookie butt, mud butt, upset chin, upset stomach, bald headedness from turkey syndrome, and all that.
I'm just waiting to get some of those and have my kiddo eat the whole package. And then the next morning hear from Dad!
Bro.
Come here!
Hey, bro, my nephew Jax is a whole 20 kids in one. If he eats one of those Oreos, bro, it is going to be Doom City in your whole house.
Right.
We got, hey, sir.
Toilet's going to change colors, man.
That's what I was going to say. It was like the first time I grew beets. And afterward, and I ate a beet, I thought I was dying from internal bleeding. And I was like, oh, I ate beets last night.
It's going to be a crime scene over here.
Somebody call CSI.
Rich going to be calling me. I'll be on the phone. He's like, would you go sit down?
Right.
Damn it, Oreos.
You're leaking purple all over the place. Jeez, just stop. Oh, man. Well, you may want to make some plans to be outside at night this Saturday, man. A planetary parade is set to light up the sky on Saturday. Says the night sky is going to give us quite a sight on February 28th. 6 planets will align and be visible for about 30 to 60 minutes after sunset in the western sky. Says while Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, and Saturn are all going to be able to be seen with the naked eye, Uranus...
I knew that was coming, Ontario.
Uranus and Neptune will require at least binoculars to see. You know, it's kind of small.
What time is it?
I have not been
man.
8:26.
Good thing I've been up since 4.
Wait a minute. I have not been back 20 minutes, bro. Hey, wait. I don't know whose anus it is. They need a flashlight, the telescope to see it.
Says the spectacle is unique because of the amount of planets visible with the naked eye and so early in the evening. To see the planetary parade easily, you'll need to be in an area not polluted by lights. You know, that Little brown eye doesn't like coming out. It's a little shy.
So you got to be like, so you got to take your, you got to use all your vision to scope this little, this little Uranus for the space.
Just Uranus, man. You'll be able to see all the other planets just fine.
Hey, look, y'all. Rich does this shit on purpose. I've only been back for 25 minutes. I can't even sit at the booth.
Aren't you so glad you answered that Facebook ad on Cabot Strong now, man?
Yes. So, I tell you what, when that happens, I wouldn't want to be on duty. Because without a doubt, after almost 30 years of being a cop,
This is why we deserve this.
just a full moon makes people nuts.
Right. The whole Uranus being out
Man.
visible.
Oh, and
I've seen some of that.
I like how you said, too, with Uranus
my
being
God.
out, that you're glad you're not going to have to be on duty.
Absolutely.
Yeah, don't want to be on duty.
I'm
during-
sorry. Oh, God, I'm sorry. All the duty and anuses and brown holes and little, oh, my God. Excuse me, hold on, wait a minute.
Good morning, Eric Bowmaster from Midlothian, Virginia.
And this report about the storm of Uranuses and brown holes is brought to you by our cast winners.
2025.
Oh, yeah, 2025.
Best comedy podcast.
Patrick and the people. Rich and the people now. So thank you so much. We accept this award on behalf of your anuses and little brown holes. Thank you so much.
Tactical Turkey says, have some humor. Moon your local police officer. We'll be back.
There's a silence in the hallway, the footsteps echo in my mind. Little hands that used to play, now they're out, I guess it's time. 3 boys who drove me crazy, and a few more along the way. I gave my heart to every story, but now they've all gone away. It's so quiet in here, like a stillness after rain. The laughter's just a memory, but the love will always remain. I can hear the clock ticking in this house that's still and bare. Oh, it's so quiet in here, and I'm learning how to care. I built forts from kitchen chairs, taught them how to ride a bike, shared my dreams and all my burdens through the laughter and the strife. Now I'm searching for the voices in a home that's turned so quiet, but I'll hold on to those moments as I watch the seasons go by. It's so quiet in here, like a stillness after rain. The laughter's just a memory, but the love will always remain. I can hear the clock ticking in this house that's still and bare. Oh, it's so quiet in here, and I'm learning how to care. So here's to growing up, to the roads they've yet to take. Each step they'll make, I'll be cheering, though the heart can feel the ache. It's so quiet in here, like a stillness after rain. The laughter's just a memory, but the love will always remain. I can hear the clock ticking in this house that's still and bare. Oh, it's so quiet in here, and I'm learning how to care.
Just came back, but I'm going through the comments. Little doggy, go like the video. Also, wipe your butt better. Hey, when it comes to Mike, little doggy, he has the world's best advice. He has the world's best advice, and I love the fact that he said to wipe your butt better because a lot of people need to do that.
Absolutely. Well, let's do this too, because I believe he actually sent a new thing. So we'll try this out, man. You can go ahead and go into your commercial about Mike's smoked salt seasoning, and I think we got this here for us too. Let's see if this will work. It's a new theme song that he came up with for it, man.
Is this a word to it?
In the pantry there's a treasure I found. My spicy red, bringing flavor around. Chili bubbling, a pot full of cheer. With every dash it brings friends near.
You like to rock out a little early this morning, you know?
Shrimp boil magic, watch the spices sight.
I should have hit that one earlier when you were doing the Mike's smoked salt seasoning commercial.
Hey, little doggy, I like that. That's
Great
nice.
song,
Yeah,
man.
I like that.
That is. What's up, everybody? Still joining us in. Thank you all for joining in. Little doggy, as you said, go like the video. Also, wipe your butt better. So, right now, ladies and gentlemen, of course, if you're just joining us, welcome to where we talk to people, not necessarily all about headlines. And right now, we got a great interview. Today's guest is someone a lot of you saw pop up in the Cabot Strong Facebook group. He's currently running for sheriff in Lonoke County, but that's not what this interview is about. Again, we're not here to campaign. We're not here to endorse. We're not here to debate party politics. We are here to talk to a man who's worn multiple hats in life.
Exactly.
Military service, law enforcement, farming. You said not commercial farming. No. This is more like kind of family hobby farming.
Right.
So we're going to definitely dive into that more. I want to know more about that.
Advocate sardine eater.
Yep, as we just learned.
Absolutely.
And if you've ever served in the military, worn a badge, or worked the land, man, you know those words shape you in ways that politics never could. So today we're diving into the person behind the name, Larry Henke. Welcome to Benke. I'm sorry, Benke. I apologize, Larry Benke.
Yes,
welcome to Rich and the People, man. How you doing?
Thanks, Rich. Thanks, Ontario.
Absolutely.
Happy to be here.
You know what your problem was? You were just talking about Uranus, you said hinky.
Yeah.
Put the two together. Stop. Come on.
So, yeah, man, we've been talking to you, and of course, having you join in here this morning. It's been awesome having you here. We learned you were just talking about your diet while we were off air there, man.
Absolutely.
And you were talking about the Mike smoked salts and that you had diabetes, and now you're a strictly carnivore diet, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, so I would say I didn't have diabetes proper, but I was on my way.
Okay, all right.
I was on my way because I had retired in 2021, and I had let myself go because, you know, when you're working, people are dependent on you, right?
Right.
Yeah. Right.
And your team and the people on the street, and you get home and watch chickens and goats and just hang out at the house, and you kind of start getting bigger, and you're still eating the same way. So, yeah, I was headed that way, but the whole thing is they told me I was going to need a knee replacement.
Oh.
And I'm like, I'm going to do anything to avoid that.
Right.
And to make sure, I went and watched a video about knee replacement, and I'm like, oh, hell no.
Nope, not doing that.
Yeah, so that's how I found that.
Well, let's start back kind of where it all began, man.
Okay.
Where did you grow up, and what kind of a kid were you?
All right, there I was, 1965, Little Rock, Arkansas.
Boy, it's almost like he rehearsed this or something.
I saw the light, and I came out.
It was 1965.
The first thing my eyes saw was a doctor that kicked my ass. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. First of many spankings.
Right.
And I should have had more, probably. So, no, I was born in December of 65 in Little Rock.
Okay.
As a child, we lived over off of East Roosevelt, over by the airport.
Okay.
And so Boyce Street, 1900 block of Boyce Street in Little Rock.
Which isn't necessarily one of the best areas of Little Rock, but it's not horrible either.
Things change. Right. I mean, times change. People are, crime moves around, but it was never one of the higher end neighborhoods. We'll say it that way. And so grew up there. My daughter, or my sister was born in '70.
Okay.
And so shortly after my sister was born, my dad was transferred to Nashville, Tennessee.
Okay.
So he took a job with this company in Nashville. So I stayed in Nashville till about 5th grade.
Okay.
And then we moved back. We moved back up, lived in the middle of nowhere between Conway and Mayflower.
Yes. Yeah.
I know
Right.
that area. Yep.
And so moved in, before we moved back, my mom and dad got a divorce.
Okay.
So my sister went with my mom and I went with my dad.
Okay.
And so that kind of started a situation where I didn't really have a lot of contact with my sister or mom until after, like when I went in the Army.
Gotcha.
So it was a strange time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, especially, but for a kid, you're growing up and, you make it happen.
Right. And I mean, you don't know any different.
No, you don't
than
know
that.
any
Yeah.
different.
Right.
And quite honestly, I think, having been through a divorce with myself, that's one of those things you want to try to make it happen,
Right.
but you also know that internal mess in the house is going to affect your kids too. So I appreciate my mom and dad trying, but deciding that the best thing to do is probably
Right.
go their separate
Here's the
ways.
crazy thing about that too, is like when you're young, now I'm an adult, you never realize that until you become an adult and you're
right.
dealing with that. Now you're like, as a kid, you're selfish, like,
Right.
why am I, it's like, damn, this what was really going on. So now it's like, now you can go back and understand that concept more, what was going on when you were a child. Now,
Right.
I like how you put that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, so we moved there. We lived on Lake Conway, and so as a kid, I got here in 6th grade. As a kid, I was never a stellar student. I mean, there's a reason I had
enough, neither
there's
was
a
I.
reason I had a career in law enforcement. Okay, I was never a stellar student.
I'm glad to know that there was another career option for me besides
Yeah.
podcaster.
Yeah.
that
Hey,
I
there's always a chance. No, but I had a great childhood.
Yeah.
And so in 6th grade, I got introduced to martial arts.
Okay.
So there was a karate studio downtown Conway on Front Street, and one of my friends was going. So about 3 days a week, I'd leave school and walk down to the karate school and do karate. And when my dad got off at night, he'd come pick me up and take me home.
Okay.
The days that I didn't have karate, I'd get on the bus, I'd ride down Highway 365, I'd jump off the bus. Of course, I never took any books home, right? Never did any of that. Man, I got a dog, I got a .22 rifle, and I got a flat bottom boat.
You got everything you need.
Everything a kid needs.
Right.
So I would say that I was probably a feral child.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, and
Fair
so
enough.
kind of figuring it out, and kind of where I'm at right now, and what I've experienced to this point, I would say that I loved that. I loved growing up like that.
Yeah.
I think it teaches you to be resilient, like you said earlier. Just rub some dirt on that brake,
Right.
you'll be all right. But you have time to think about stuff.
Right. Right.
And quite honestly, there wasn't a lot of people to hang around where I fell into a trap.
Okay.
And, because like I tell my daughter now, she's grown. I say, show me your friends, I'll show you your future.
Okay.
Right. Absolutely. That's a great point.
I want
Go
to
ahead.
piggyback off of that. So let me ask you a question. So do you think that, because like my kids were city kids, that I
Right.
moved down here
Right.
and they got to get the country living, and it was it impacted them a little bit different. I think that it gave them a little bit longevity on their lifestyle to come from the bigger city where kids were dying earlier. So do you think that with the upbringings that you had, being shielded from some of that, because I know where you're going when you're going to tell us your story. I know where you're going as an adult, but as a kid, being shielded from some of that city life stuff or some of that stuff that was harmful to other children, did that help your upbringing more as far as making it more where you kind of understood the rights from wrongs a little bit more?
And quite honestly, when I was a kid, in 5th grade in Nashville, I would consider Nashville a city.
Yes.
When I went to school in Conway, I didn't live in a city, so I didn't have, I don't know, I've never had that real big city experience when I was growing up,
yeah.
but knowing what I know now, I know what it did. It limited the number of people I was around, and when you limit the number of people you're around, you limit the outside influences that make you do silly
Okay,
stuff.
yeah, that's how I was, yeah.
And it didn't help that when we lived with my paternal grandma and grandpa, so my dad's mom and mom, which were the greatest generation, right? Because I'm 60. And so my grandpa was a World War II vet. And so when my dad wasn't home, and even when my dad was home, I mean, I didn't have a lot of opportunity to be stupid.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I learned
Yeah,
I learned about, how far studs are apart on drywall because my head went in there one night. Yeah.
I totally understand. Yeah.
I thought I was going to be slick and test Grandpa. No.
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 He'd been resting up since 1962.
He was ready.
Yeah,
he was
he
ready.
But yeah, I mean, I think you're I think the environment that you grow up in definitely, because I saw that later working where I worked, and I saw some of those kids that had those influences that, it's almost like I lived in the middle of nowhere, but in a way, those guys didn't have much either.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
They had a lot of stuff, and it wasn't always a lot of good positive stuff.
Yeah.
So what, fast forwarding a bit from there and how you grew up and everything, what made you decide to make the transition? Because you were also in the military.
Right.
What branch did you serve in, by the way?
Army.
Army, okay.
Yes,
All
there
right.
you go.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm Army brat.
So all those things, the raising, the Army and everything, where was it that the transition into law enforcement began?
Oh boy. So we're just gonna skip over the whole Army thing, huh?
Well, we can get back to it for sure.
Yeah. The transition to law enforcement it seemed like a natural progression.
Okay.
And really, like I said, let's go back to, I wasn't a good student.
Did that change in the military for you, or is that kind of a, yeah?
Did not.
So wait, hold on. So when you got with Grandpa being military,
Right.
because from my family, when you didn't do good at school, they sent you to the military,
Right.
to get that man training.
Right.
Is that why you went to the military?
No.
Why did you go?
I went to the military. I had taken the ASVAB test,
Okay.
the entry test,
Right,
in high
right.
school.
Okay.
I did well on it. I don't know how. It's an aptitude test, right? It's
Right.
not what you know, it's what you might be able to know
Right.
if
Yeah, I
you
failed.
actually try.
Yeah.
And so I did good on that. And
Okay.
so I tried college. I worked and I worked. It's the only time I ever worked in a restaurant.
Okay.
I worked at Mexico Chiquito on Markham.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I went home every night smelling like fajitas. And so I made some money, and I was like, let me go try this school thing. I lasted about 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll leave it at that, right? And no, I found out that I was wasting time, and I was paying them for me to waste time. And so I went down and met the recruiter, and that's pretty much how there was never any grand plan to join the military.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it was, I need to go somewhere or I'm going to get in
straightened
trouble.
out. Right. Right.
Yeah, and in 1985, there's not a court order where you're going to go to the military, but yeah.
Yeah. It was pretty much that point for you.
But when I got to Fort Benning, it was like, I thought I might have been in jail because some of those cats were pretty rough.
Did
learn a lot.
show up there and as soon as you got off the bus or whatever, you're kind of like, I don't know if I made the right choice here.
I immediately regret this decision.
Mikey G is on. He's from Dad's After Dark. He says, good morning. He also says, thank you for your service, sir.
Thanks, Mike.
He said, do you think going from military service to law enforcement is an advantage or sometimes a disadvantage?
It can be both.
Okay.
After a long career in both, I would say that the advantage comes by when you get off that bus in Fort Benning or wherever you may go or whatever branch you may serve, regardless of what your job is. When you get there, you are going to be placed with folks who you've never been around before.
Oh.
You are going to be exposed to cultures and creeds and races that you've never
been to the scene or anything, right?
You know, yeah.
You're not
I mean,
normal.
right?
You're not
And so with that,
familiar with
and
it.
so with just you're just immersed in this culture, and that first day, everybody gets off the bus, and whatever haircut they have, they have.
Okay.
Yeah.
But here, within the next day,
You're all gonna have the same
you
one.
all look, you're all peeled, you're all walking around like, where, you know, what's going on my whole life, you know, because your hair is your identity, right? Oh,
Right.
I'm sorry, Rich, never mind.
Well, I guess we know what guests we're never having back on the show. No,
But you know the funny thing is, I can grow hair back like an actual whole set of hair. I don't think you can.
Hey, I'm getting there. So, but I think going in. Well, actually, I know that going in, being in the military, and being surrounded, and then being basically torn down to a base level of humanity.
okay.
Right.
Right.
Where we all are on the same page, but we're united by a single purpose, which is service to country.
Right.
And commitment to each other.
Right.
And so that I think that really helps going into law enforcement. But another, you know, so that aspect, I think you're ready to hit the street. There are some disadvantages, I think, especially depending on where you served or during what time you served. Military has a different mission than law enforcement.
Yes.
We wear a lot of the same gear because there's only so many ways you can make a bulletproof vest or a helmet.
Fair enough.
Weapons look the same,
Right.
Until we start making police helmets that are pink with little Teletubby things on top. I mean, we're gonna look the same, right? But
Right.
it's really not the equipment that you have, it's the intent and it's the mission of why we're out there. So the military has a different, you know, I was in the infantry, we had a different mission set.
Absolutely.
To close with and destroy our nation's enemies in close combat, right? That's not our mission in the police work.
Right.
We're peace officers. We respond to breaches of the peace.
Okay.
So,
So that's obviously
think-
a big difference
yeah.
and a big, shift mentally too of
Right.
of what you're supposed to do in that situation.
Well, they kind of start you early. Like I mean, when I first went, when they were just now swapping over from the machine type engines to electric.
Right.
So when I went in, I was like one of those brainiac kids that they were moving a new area in, and they get you from the first day. It's like, hey, 15 minutes, shit, shower, shave, we're gone.
right.
No, seriously. So this like they from like he said, you're a different creed of people.
Right.
When you hit there and they shave that head, 15 minutes, shit, shower, shave. You miss that bus, you find a way to get there.
Yeah.
It's like they literally get you trained up. They start breaking you down to build you back up.
you are all equally worthless.
Right.
Okay, yeah, I already know. I've heard that before.
What would you say is something most, I hear especially in military and people that have had military experience, that civilian life is what they call, and it's completely different from military life, which I would absolutely agree with. I've never been in the military, but I've obviously heard stories and everything.
Yes.
What would you say is the most common misconception from civilians about military life?
Okay, first of all, I think those misconceptions come from a place of not, I don't think they're negative. I don't think people mean harm by some of the things they think about military life. But I think it's just the fact that, we're in all volunteer service now.
Okay.
And have been for a few decades. And so when you compare that to our country previously where everyone served, and when you look at the greatest generation, World War II, where, my mom's parents are, my mom had like 13 aunts and uncles, from World War II. They all worked in the ordnance plant in Jacksonville.
Okay.
And so everybody did something for that effort.
Gotcha.
Well, that's not the way our country is anymore.
Right,
So I
right.
think sometimes when you hear negative stuff about the military, maybe from civilians, I think that's where it comes from. I think it comes from a lack of understanding.
Okay.
Not a heart issue.
Right. Just what
yeah.
they've been taught throughout.
But I think one of the things that people don't understand is that, the military is a huge organization.
Right.
It's like, you get this all the time. Hey, I got a friend that's in the Army. Do you know a guy named Rich Jones? I was like,
There's only 8 million people. Yeah. Oh yeah, we talk all the
Yeah,
time.
I think I saw him at the NCO club one night. Man, I don't know. So I think, and especially when we talk leadership, right? I think people, they watch movies.
Right.
And I think people misunderstand, they see people barking orders at soldiers or Marines, and they think it's easy. They think that you just give orders and people are like toy soldiers and they just do what you want them to do.
Right.
Well, that's one of the first things you learn about leadership is that's not the way it works. You lead people. You manage processes.
And that gives us a great segue here that you mentioned that. And I know we are running a little bit short on time. We'd certainly love to have you come back in another day if you would. I know the hour goes by quick when you're
I
having
talk
fun.
a lot.
No, not at all, man. But let me ask you. I mean, especially of course with the sheriff position that you're running for, but really in any field, to you, what does good leadership look like?
Excellent question. So I think it all comes down to leadership.
Okay.
As a leader, you are responsible. You can delegate authority to someone to do a job, but you cannot delegate your responsibility to ensure things happen
Okay. All right.
to standard.
Right.
As a leader, you have to have good policies to ensure that your personnel, that your people that you're working with,
Right.
and that are doing the the public's service, that they're doing it by the current industry best practices and case law.
Yes.
And so, I think leadership, well, I know leadership is much more than what you do. It's how you treat people. You got to establish a culture of mutual respect, and one of the best ways to do that is to provide them training.
Absolutely.
And relevant training. And you don't ever put somebody in a position where they're not fully, properly trained. That doesn't go well for the officer. We see that all the time. But it also doesn't go well for the citizens, right? So you're either going to pay now or you're going to pay later.
Right.
And when you pay later, you're going to pay with a lot of things. You're going to pay with a lawsuit. You're going to pay with people maybe have lost their lives unnecessarily, and you're going to pay with loss of community trust. And so I think that's important. I think leadership plays an important role in that.
Absolutely. Well, thank you.
See, I got a good question that's going to stump him real quick.
All right.
So without politicking,
Okay.
without giving a pitch to be voted for,
Sure.
if I was a person that didn't know you, and you're a person that's trying to become a leader of a certain, what you're doing, you're becoming a leader. What is it about you that makes me should be a person that wants to follow you? Like if you to tell me about you, what is it about you that makes me want to follow you?
Okay. Well, we talk about experience, right? Everybody talks about experience. Experience is different than expertise.
Okay.
Experience is being somewhere for some time doing something.
Right. Okay, fair enough.
Do you have 25 years of experience or do you have 1 year of experience 25 times?
Okay.
Right? In your training, what have you done? Okay, I've gone to training, but have you as an individual gone and then presented that training to someone else to build them? To build a capacity within an organization.
Absolutely.
So, yes, me, without politicking, I am seeking, right? But it's not about me. It is about creating an environment in the organization where people can grow and and feel good about doing the service for their community, right?
Right.
And making sure it's done properly. Because there's one of my mentors, a dear friend of mine that I work with right now, and one of my mentors, he's a retired Marine Corps Sergeant Major, Jeff Crow. He says when it comes to being a leader and and training people, to make sure that they know how to do their job for their constituents, if you will. He says you have to be a river, not a reservoir. Information has to flow.
Yes.
If you hold it together to create yourself, like knowledge is power.
Right.
No, well,
It is to an
it
extent.
is to an extent, but if you don't share it, why are you holding that power?
Right. Right.
Exactly.
Don't be a gatekeeper. Yeah.
No, don't be a gatekeeper. So a law enforcement organization, we'll just say, has been going on for a long time. it's going to go on long after any sheriff or any chief is there.
Right.
So there's a guy named Simon Sinek that wrote a book called The Infinite Game.
Okay.
Right? And so when you're a businessman, so, you know, you look at that and you compare and contrast, say a businessman's got money, he wants to invest in a business, and he says, okay, I'm gonna buy this business, I'm gonna get a guy to build a widget. This widget is novel and it's innovative, and people are gonna buy this thing. And my goal is to sell X number of widgets and make X amount of dollars. And as soon as he does it,
He's done.
done.
Right.
He'll sell off. That's a plan. That's an infinite game, left
Right.
and right, and you're in a box.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with that, right? People do that all the time.
Right. Right.
That is not what we do. It's been here before us. It's about people. You know, we have to look at this like you're a gatekeeper, you're a steward. And so how can we build capacities while we're there to make sure that after, you know, at the end of 4 years, and you say, you know, I think that was good. Let's try it again. If the people trust us, they'll put us back in.
Right. Right.
Do it again. At the end of that, I'd be like, you know, I'm about 68 years old. You know, I would love to have that ability first, to have that.
Right. Right.
So,
you know,
so
opportunity.
basically, open the gate.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It was
Yeah,
basically you're
open the
not,
gate,
you're
yeah.
not trying to reinvent the wheel necessarily. You're just trying to improve it in your way.
And that's the infinite game.
Right.
You're building capacities, but I think more importantly, instead of I think building a team that's capable, that's competent, that understands leadership, and manages funds well,
Right.
doesn't waste money. You know, I think that is the infinite game, because I would love to look to my left and right and say anyone on this stage is competent, and I would endorse any one of them. But
But you said, but what you said, building that is cool, because what happens is, once you build that, you create your own brand. You're building people underneath you that creates the brand, and it changes the whole outlook on the concept of what is actually going on.
Right.
But it also creates new expectations in the community.
Yes.
And so when the new expectation in the community is built, the next time they vote, in that example, the next time they vote, then they will be looking for someone that can meet the expectations that have been created.
Right.
And I think that's how we improve stuff for the long run, long after I'm gone or anyone else.
Absolutely, man. Well, that's a great way to look at it. Well, man, I certainly appreciate you joining us today, man. I wish we really had more time. I really do, because it's been a great conversation.
Awesome.
We'll definitely have to talk and see if we can get you back in for sure, man. Anytime.
Well, if for some reason this doesn't work out,
Yeah.
I'll come back and it'll be a different conversation.
There you go. There you go. Well, everybody, Larry Benke, running for sheriff in Lonoke County. Today, we, of course, just had a conversation with him, and he served his country, worn a badge, and worked the land. And that's what we do here. We talk to people. No shouting, no labels, no campaign rally, just stories, experience, and perspective. Larry, as always, of course, we appreciate you coming on, man, and to everybody listening. I mean, we just had a great conversation here, and whether, no matter what side of the aisle you're on, what it's about is being able to come together and hear somebody out without having to argue.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
And I feel like that's exactly what we did today.
We did, yes.
And that's what Rich and the people, and we've dubbed ourselves the tribe for the tribeless with our fans and everything, man. But that's really what we're all about. We're a place for people from really any background to come and just be part of the group, and we love our community and love everybody, and certainly thank them for being here, and thank you for being here. So
Thank you, Rich.
that's gonna wrap it up for today, man. Now you're not gonna be here tomorrow, correct?
Okay, so right now we got going on. I have some pressing matters for the next 2 weeks.
Okay.
So
all right.
Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I'll be busy.
Right.
But starting, I would say next week I'll probably be back. Starting next week, I'll be back here 3 days a week with you.
Right.
Plus the 2 ball guys. So yeah, I'm going back podcasting with you full stream.
Awesome, man. Awesome. We're looking forward to it. Well, y'all, thank y'all. Be sure to share this out. Lonoke County residents, Larry Benke running for county sheriff. So hopefully y'all have enjoyed the conversation today. As always, thanks for tuning in to Rich and the People. We love y'all, and we will see you tomorrow back here bright and early, 8 a.m. Later, everybody.
Peace.